So guys, I had technical difficulties and my video for this week, as you are watching this, hopefully on Friday morning, that video went out Thursday, which would be yesterday when this video goes live. And it's Friday, but guess what? It's a bonus Friday already. And I did a bonus Friday last week. So I just happen to have a little bit of time right now. And I have been wanting to do this tag ever since Dia tagged me in it the first time. And then Victoria at a musical bookworm tagged me in it. And so that kind of like put the pressure on. It's like, I've got to get this tag video out there. So I have a minute, I'm going to film it, and who cares? I have 2 videos in a row. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. Hopefully it will be fun for you. Anyway, shout out by the numbers tag, which is a fantastic tag. I am sorry, I forget who originally created it. If I can figure that out, I will put it in the description box. But basically, shouting out people by the number of subscribers that they have, and hopefully getting those numbers to bump up for them and finding some new subscribers. The benefit for you is you get to find some new, fun booktubers, which presumably, if you like the content that I share on my channel, you will also like the channels that I like to follow. And I actually took a lot of time making this list, choosing booktube channels that I legit follow. I watch as many of their videos as I can. Some of them are very new to me because I just discovered them recently, but I try to engage with them and comment on their channels. And so if you go check them out, you will probably see me in the comment sections for most of them, especially the latest videos. So let's get started and let's find some new booktubers for you to follow. So first of all is a brand new booktuber. His channel is called Faceless Book Reviews, and that's exactly what it is. Rather than doing like a talking head video like most of us do, he loves to take walks. I'm not sure where he lives, but there's some beautiful countryside scenery there that he walks around. His name is Jay, and he talks about all of the books that he's read. And he is a Christian, so he talks, he recently finished reading, or he's in the middle of reading, I can't remember if he finished it or not, but Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. He also reads Westerns and nonfiction books and all kinds of other books. Currently, he has 31 subscribers, so let's go give him a bunch more subscribers and interact with him on his channel there. He has been very friendly, and he's been interacting on my channel as well, so hi Jay, I've been enjoying your channel. And then we have Robin Cox, who is also new. Now, I think she had posted other stuff on her channel before, which actually I also had done before I kind of branded myself as a booktuber. So I think she has some other content on there, but she recently started the booktube aspect of her channel, and she currently has 96 subscribers. Her name is Robin, and she is a Christian. I believe she is a new believer, and she's very passionate about following Christ in every area of her life and submitting to him and giving him lordship over everything in her life, which is so beautiful to see in a young person. Listen to me talking like an old person. Anyway, and she is just so cute. Delightful personality. Watching her channel is a lot of fun. She recently did a shopping video with her husband where she was shopping for some books to add to her March TBR, and that was a really fun video that I enjoyed. She reads thrillers, mysteries, Christian fiction, and nonfiction, yeah, she's just a fun person to follow. Then Morgan's Endless Bookshelf. She comments a lot on my channel. So hi, Morgan. Thank you for interacting with me on my channel. I appreciate it so much. She has 75 subscribers, and she reads a lot of classics. Actually, we have a lot of intersecting reading taste, actually. We enjoy a lot of the same books. So she reads a lot of classics and a lot of the same classics that I love. And she also reads a lot of Christian fiction. In her top 16 books of 2023, she had a lot of my heart favorite classics that she mentioned being her favorites from last year. So check out Morgan and her Endless Bookshelf. Then we have Alma's book journey, which Alma is also new. She has started her channel since I started mine, and I feel like I'm pretty new. I started mine last August, I guess. And Alma's Book Journey. Did I say her name? Alma's Book Journey. She has 187 subscribers. She is willing to try anything. She's really just anytime someone says, hey, this book was really good, it's really interesting, she's willing to try it. She's not bound by preconceived ideas of what genres, etc., that she will like or dislike or whatever. When she's out shopping, you know, at thrift stores or whatever, she's willing to pick up a book and try it if it seems interesting. I am just a little too stuffy. I'm really picky, that's the word. I'm really picky. I won't even pick up a book unless I'm pretty convinced I'll like it. So I admire that she's willing to try books, because I think that she probably will come across a lot of books that she would love that I would never come across because I wasn't willing to give them a try. So I really appreciate that, her willingness to read just about anything. And I also love that she reads out loud to her husband and they read together, which I think is fantastic. That's such a great idea. My husband and I have done that a little bit with nonfiction. But we're so tired at the end of the day. We're literally like trying to read out loud and then like falling asleep as we're in the mid-sentence. So it hasn't worked out real well for us, but I love the idea and I would love to do that. Anyway, my next one that I want to mention in this category of 100 to 200 subscribers is Candlewick Library, which is Cheryl. I love Cheryl's sweet spirit. She also has interacted with me here on my channel. She currently has 196 subs. As of the time I'm recording this. I have a feeling that will bump up pretty quick. She'll probably be over 200 by the time you see this. But she, such a gentle and thoughtful reader. Again, we have a lot of similar books that we love to read. She loves Anne of Green Gables, and so do I. She reads classics, Christian fiction, and current fiction. She reads, you know, a wide variety of things, and always is very thoughtful in her reviews. And I also love that she's very succinct and concise. And I admire that so much about her, because we all know I struggle with that. Wordy over here, wordy over here. So I admire someone who is able to say all the things in a 10-minute video, and it's full of excellent content and no rambling. I love it. I so much admire that about your channel, Cheryl. And then we have Tabitha Gabrielle, who has 157 subscribers. I don't know why the girl doesn't have 1,000, honestly, because she cracks me up. Her videos are so fun to watch. She's got the best sense of humor. And she's very insightful on top of that. So it's not just funny. There's a lot of depth to her understanding of the book, her analysis of the books. Her taste is very refined. She has great taste in books. And of course, she likes coffee. So what's not to love? So go bump up Tabitha Gabrielle's subscribers. You will not regret it. You will enjoy her videos very much. Then in the 200 to 300 subscriber range, we have, first of all, Christy A. Cole, who is also a newly published author. And she has currently 207 subscribers. So she just got into this category. She reads a lot of fairy tales and fairy tale retellings, which is not my favorite genre, but I enjoy hearing her talk about them. She's very enthusiastic and passionate about it. And I have gotten some good recommendations from her. She also reads Christian, young adult, romance. I love also that she is expecting, I believe, her first child, which is very exciting to watch her family grow. And then we have, in the same category, Protagonist Pub. Tammy at Protagonist Pub has 222 subs. And what I love about her is her honest, forthright opinion about books. And she's very insightful about what makes a book great. And she is not willing to waste time on a book that is not great. And she has excellent reasons, and she's able to articulate why she DNFs books, and she DNFs them readily if they do not meet her criteria. And so I know I can trust, if she enjoyed a book and is recommending it, I can trust that it's really worth reading, because she won't waste her time on something that's only mediocre. So I really appreciate that about her. She also has a book club that I have been participating in this year that I have been enjoying. We read Baron and Luthien by J.R. Tolkien in February, and it was a fabulous book. Really enjoyed that story. Then we have 300 to 400 subscribers, and that is Courtney is her name. She has 345 subscribers. She loves Russian literature. We're currently reading together with Dia at A Novel Idea, Yevgeny Onegin by Alexander Pushkin, and really enjoying the conversation that we're having about those books. She reads a lot of classics, Russian literature and other classics, and she also reviews movies. So she does shorts on her channel that are reviews of various like romance movies and all different kinds of movies. So check out her, Courtney, at her channel. And then this is one that I very, very recently discovered her. So I've only seen a few of her videos, but I already love it so much. And that is Heather at Water Bear Reads. She has 364 subscribers. Her videos are just lovely, a feast for the eyes. She does scenery at the beginning and end of her videos of where she lives in Maine. And it's just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And she has a whole aesthetic that reminds me of Miranda Mills. If you have been to Miranda Mills' channel, which is a huge channel in England, very similar aesthetic, very similar vibe. We have our own American version of Miranda Mills. It's fantastic. You should go check out Heather at Water Bear Reads. She reads a lot of, she has a real appreciation for beauty, which I also love. I just absolutely love that. And so she really admires beautiful, well-done children's literature, including picture books and other children's literature. So that is one of her emphases. And she has a son and they read together. And so she talks a lot about what her son reads as well. So that's just fantastic. I really love that about her channel. In the category of 400 to 500 subscribers, we have Kelly Reads a Lot. And she has 472 subs. She is just the sweetest person. She is one of the booktubers that I would just love to meet in person. And I feel like she would just be fantastic to chat with over a cup of coffee. Do you like coffee, Kelly? I don't even know. So she also loves children's literature. And she reads a lot of middle grade, which is not necessarily my favorite thing to do. But when I need good recommendations for middle grade books or children's literature books for myself or for my kids or for someone, I know that I can trust her recommendations because she's very discerning and she has great taste in books. So she is a homeschool mom, and she made a video once in her yard and her kids were helping her with the video, and it was just the funnest thing ever. Then we have Writing for Jesus. She has 427 subscribers. Her name is Nikki. She's a young lady who is a believer, and she also reads a lot of children and middle grade books, but she also reads a lot of young adults. She reads regular, current fiction, a lot of Christian fiction. We have a lot of similar favorite Christian fiction authors. She reads some classics as well and some nonfiction. She also loves movies, so she will talk a lot about the movies that she has watched or is watching, and the shows that she watches. So I don't watch a lot of TV or movies personally, but if you are up to date on movies and such, she does great reviews of those and talks about movies that you may enjoy watching. And then in the next category, 500 to 600 subscribers, we have Tales and Treats with Tay. Taylor has 574 subscribers. I recently did a buddy read with her in February, which was so much fun. Really enjoyed that. She is a new mom and a new believer, but she's incredibly insightful in the books that she reads, and she gives very thoughtful reviews about things that she likes and dislikes about certain books. And so I know I can trust her judgment on a book, if it's going to be worth my time or not. She has great insight from a Christian perspective. So I really enjoy watching Taylor's channel. And then in the next category, 600 to 700, for the love of story, she has 633 subscribers. She reads a lot of classics and modern classics and literary fiction and historic fiction. We have a lot of similar tastes. Usually in a video that she makes, there is at least one book, a list of book recommendations. There's at least one book that I either have been really wanting to read or I have read and really enjoyed. So we have a lot of overlap. It's similar interests in books. And she's just has a very engaging channel, and she has a lot of great creative videos and different topics of videos that she makes, talking about the books that she loves or the books that she wants to read. She's trying to read 100 books this year. She's trying to read 100 books in the year, fitting it into her busy schedule. When you have a job and you have children and a family and a house and everything to take care of, trying to fit in reading can be challenging. So that is her challenge for this year. And you can follow along with her to see how she does with that. And then Angela's Bookcase is a fairly new one, and she's got 625 subscribers. She is a very thoughtful, gentle soul, and I just love listening to her talk about the books that she is reading and interested in. She is based in Australia, I believe. So she's on a totally different season than we are, which is very interesting. So right now they, I think, are coming out of summer, and as we are heading into spring. And so it's just interesting to hear her talk about that. Also, one of her first videos she did, I really enjoyed. She was baking something in her kitchen, and I just really enjoyed the whole vibe and the whole aesthetic. She usually has like a cup of tea as she's chatting about the books, and it's just really an enjoyable channel. I have loved spending time with Angela on her channel. And then in the next category, 700 to 800 books, we have Faith in Books. She has 711 subscribers. She reads a lot of classics, and she does great in-depth review of her thoughts on them, and she reads a lot of great literature. So I really, there's nothing like fluffy or unsubstantial there. She's just a really solid reader. So I enjoy listening to her talk about her books. Then the next one I have is Elder Talk. Linda has 283 subscribers, I think. She is also an artist. So she does a variety of different types of arts and handcrafts. And so she talks about that on her channel, as well as the books she's read, Christian books, fiction and nonfiction, a lot of classics, historical fiction, and she was in one of her recent videos. She just kind of like restarted her channel after a bit of a hiatus because her house had burned down some years ago, and so she was rebuilding it, and so life just got really busy there for a few months. But she's kind of restarted again, so let's give her a little bit of a pep as she's getting back into booktubing and blogging also about her artistic endeavors and the art that she creates. Then in the next category, we have 800 to 900 subscribers. The first one I want to mention is Chrissy's Purple Library. She has 845 subscribers. I love Chrissy's videos. I don't have a lot of overlap with her as far as books that we both like to read. There's some books that we both like to read, but really I just love watching it because it's so fun. She's just such a fun person, and she has such creative videos, and it's just like hanging out with a friend when you're sitting and watching her videos. And I enjoy hearing her talk about the books that she's reading. If you like fantasy and more young adult, she also reads some Christian and some classics, then you will probably enjoy her channel. Well, you'll enjoy her channel regardless. It doesn't honestly really matter what she's reading. I just love listening to her talk about it. She's just so fun. And then Bookstalgic has 866 subscribers. Farah creates a lot of videos. She films a lot of her videos outdoors, which I love. The forest area where she films is just beautiful, and it's just a calm and peaceful setting. And she reads a lot of classics and nonfiction, which is very interesting. And we have a lot of she and I have a lot of overlap in the classics, especially that she likes to read, as well as she reads a lot of fiction, current fiction, and literary fiction. So I really enjoy listening to her thoughts about the books that she reads, and she has just such a calm and gentle personality. It is a joy to watch her videos. And then in the 900 to 1,000 subscriber category, we have All Things Booked. With 915 subscribers, and this is Courtney. Courtney reads a lot of Christian books, especially a lot of nonfiction and Bible studies. She did a great video about the Bibles that she uses recently that I really enjoyed. She also recently did a thrift book shopping video. That was a lot of fun. She got a huge thrift book haul. I'm all about that. Shopping at the thrift bookstores, absolutely. She loves stories. Her fiction books, she reads a lot of fiction books with like family drama. And what I really love is that she highlights a lot of Black authors on her channel, which is something that I think is fantastic. And I have enjoyed getting the recommendations for those. And then in the last category, we have 1,000 plus subscribers. And so the first one I want to mention is Catherine from Read Journal Love. She and I have interacted a lot on each other's channels. I watch every video that she makes. She loves to read comics. It's kind of like something that she does, comic books together with her husband, a hobby that they pursue together, which is so fun. And she also does a lot of journaling. She's really good at that sort of thing. And she reads a lot of nonfiction, especially Christian nonfiction, and she always has great recommendations for those. I always have added to my TBR significantly from watching her videos. And she also reads Christian fiction and cozy mysteries and that sort of thing. So go follow Catherine at Read Journal Love. And then Joe Spivey is a channel that kind of exploded. he started not that long ago, but he has several thousand subscribers, I believe, and it is not hard to understand why. He has a very humorous and engaging personality, and he is full of energy, very energetic. So all of his videos are just fun to watch. He reads a lot of classics and has really very insightful analysis of them. He shares his thoughts from his annotations and from things that he has learned in reading the classics. And he's just a lot of fun to watch. He also is not afraid to bring up that hidden taboo subject of politics. So although he's mostly concerned with British politics, being English, but he and I agree on at least two things, which is pharmaceuticals and colleges. So if you want to find out, you can go watch his channel and listen to his thoughts on that subject. And then we have Rob Peary, The Cause is the name of his channel. And he is reading through the Harvard Classics collection. I think it's 50 Harvard Classics. And I just love, he's very hyper-focused on this. So it's not just any and every book. But I love his in-depth analysis and discussion of each of the books. But he makes it very accessible and generates really great conversation about the big topics that these books cover. And I do not have time right now in my life to embark on this myself, but I have definitely been inspired by him to put this goal on my bucket list, I guess, of reading the Harvard Classics. Some of the ones that he has discussed, I actually feel like would be very interesting to me. There was one, I forget what the title of the book was, but it was about classical education, but it was a speech from a couple hundred years ago at least. And just my kids go to a classical school and I teach in a classical school. So it was just a very interesting speech, and Rob Peary shared some quotes from the speech and his thoughts on it. And it was just so interesting and made me really want to read that one. And then I've just found all of his videos to be very interesting and informative and educational and inspiring. So, there we have it. So that is my bonus Friday video and shout out by the numbers. I hope that you can go and follow at least a handful of these booktubers and add to their subscribers and find some new channels to love along the way. Let me know if there are any channels on this list that and add your vote for them so that the people watching can maybe narrow down the selection a little bit. If you're like me, I curate my subscriber list very carefully because I want to actually be able to follow and interact with the people that I subscribe to. So I curate my list very carefully. So I understand if you don't just want to hit subscribe on all of these, but do go at the very least check them out and read the comments to see who else gives another vote for some of these channels, and maybe you will go and check them out and subscribe to them. And have a great day.